Hi everyone, and welcome to today's class, which is also for all of you because I really feel we're called to do a gentle workout, so that should not be a problem for people who just started. It was quite an interesting week with lots of mixed energies, and as we're going into eclipse season and the full moon only 2 days away with very interesting energies. Just check if you like my energy updates on YouTube Heike Bartels if you like to learn more, or Instagram at Heike Dance. And yes, so my guides just said, okay, it's a good idea to just process whatever has been flowing through for this week and also for this day, because yes, it's evening, and if you just want to do something like after work, that's your class. Okay, so let's see what we're called to do today. As always here, I am standing against the wall, lengthening everything. Sit bones together, thinking about the fountain. Nose, sternum, navel, pubic bone in line, little fingers in line with the shoulders, arms in line with the line in between the straight and diagonal abs. Sit bones also aligned, meaning lengthened into the heels, if you like to visualize it like that, and your little toes in line with your hips or your muscle line. So, ribs together, shoulder blades parallel, and you can feel them against the wall in case you're standing against the wall, and lengthen also your butt. Okay, so we start with the reaffirmation of the upper arms, meaning palms to the front, elbows and knees relaxed, long fingers and little fingers towards your thumbs, just lengthening, ribs together, everything's long. Lengthen if you can also underneath your hip bones, so that your quadriceps, front thigh is lengthened if you can. If you can't, you just focus on upper body, getting the weight off the legs by thinking of this fountain and relaxing, because that's actually the goal, that we are having our weight carrying our weight in the center and having it lifted off the legs. That's an enormous help for your knees. So, palms to the front, little fingers towards your thumbs, lengthening everything, ribs together, and just relaxing. Okay, so we've been working here. We are working now our way around the arm. So palms facing the back and thumbs towards the little fingers, just lengthening, lengthening, head long. Something's weird here. Okay, long, and just relaxing, always three-dimensional. If you want to shake, lose some energy, letting go one of the energies around the full moon, and very present, so go for that if you feel the need. Thumbs towards the little fingers, ribs together, everything's long, and long here, no involvement of the shoulders, so no, ribs together and lengthening, thinking of turning beyond your delta muscles, meaning just this is the muscle, thinking of here, working here, and everything's long, and then long from your spine, so energy out of your head. And lengthened. Okay, with that same muscle coordination, we now go to the end of the mat, sit bones together, everything's long, and then just rolling down, feel the weight of your head. You can bend your legs anytime you need to. And just let it hang, yes, for a moment. That's always helpful. Navel to against your spine, checking your feet, and just being here. If you need some books or yoga blocks, that's fine. And as I said, you know, you can bend your legs. Important, elbows towards your legs, and now you just think of your navel against your spine, but long, lengthening, and then sit bones together, the fountain energy through your head, lengthening your spine. And again, rolling, really focus on your lower back. It's easy up here, yeah? So that's not what we're interested in. Lowering here and lengthening. And one more time, lowering and lengthening. And one more, and lengthening, and then just bending and having the blood flow back. Breathe. Yeah, very much mask wearing today, so yeah. Okay, one more time, lengthening, navel in and lengthening, and now just focusing on the energy coming out of your head and out of your fingertips and looking to your middle finger, describing the biggest possible circle, lengthening. If there are any issues around your neck, around your upper back, I noticed a lot of tension this morning, so here we are. This is the exercise to go for. Lengthening and lengthening. Biggest possible circle and an even bigger possible circle. Navel in on the way back. And as always, I do one more on the left, to the left, because this is my side that needs attention. Lengthening. So if you have something like that, nobody has a perfect body. It's about knowing the weaknesses and attending them with love and compassion. Okay, so I'm just sitting down here. Little toes in line with your knees and your and your muscles or your hips. I wanted to say sit bones, focusing on the fountain to gather energy through the head. And if you wiggle a little bit like this, navel in, you feel when you're straight. Make sure your elbows are close to your body so you have no shoulder tension, involvement whatsoever. And then from your pubic bone, think of lengthening continuously when you are going down. Slowly, 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 just going down in the alignment, nose in line, and now just relax. Maybe you also want to relax your hips, meaning you move your feet in and out, and then just check in with your body, whatever you need to do. Maybe you need some massage and you want to find out where there is some tension in your back, arms, legs, give it a shake, legs like this, just follow whatever your body wants to do. Arms always three-dimensional, stretching, just being private, taking a moment for yourself. Okay, so let's see what we need to do. Okay, bending in, little toes in line with your hips or muscle line, hands behind your neck. Now from your sit bones to your head, describe the biggest possible circle to go up, and also lengthening here. Yeah, so it's not about up as much as you can, it's about being as long and as inside as you possibly can. Okay, breathing in here slightly, and then lengthening to go down. If there is tension in your neck, you can push with your head against your hands. Breathing in, and one more time, lengthening here, up, breathing in, head against your hands, and lengthening to go down. Okay, let's see, breathing in, lengthening. This time we need to go up, as I get told, lengthening, and I'm just lengthening my legs. You can bend them as much as you need to. Wow, lengthening, lengthening. This might be just relaxing, challenging, and it's not challenging because of the strength, but because of the length. So when you're here and you notice, hang on, that you can't get up, there is a moment of tension, try to release it, yeah, but you can bend your legs anytime and help yourself coming up all the time, okay? Good. I just noticed I need to do a little massage. This was unexpectedly strong, but as I'm saying, I am always guided. I have no idea what comes up unless I get told what's next. As now, I'm told to lengthen, that we are rolling up, rolling down. So little toes in line with your hips or muscle line, little fingers in line with your shoulders, and the center line in place. From here we breathe in, on the out breath, lengthening the arm until you can see them. Just check, little fingers in line, breathing in, sit bones together, lengthening, not lifting, it's lengthening as we did before, lowering your arms, bending your legs anytime you wish, but just making sure here is your center line, working as long and as much inside as possible, and bend your legs if you need to, no problem. Help yourself, roll up for the last bit if you can't get there, yeah? This is how it is at the end, but it can be like this or like this. Fine, no problem. Sit bones, head, breathing in, ribs together, elbows relaxed, and just down. In that center line, relaxing. No other muscles working than what is here in your center, and lengthening. Go slowly. Breathing. Visualizing the lines of your arms, of your center, sit bones. Lengthening, lowering of your legs. Relaxing the knees. Yeah, so if you need to bend them, fine, here, no problem. Just lengthening. And lengthen and relax. Okay, for me that's here. For you, that can be here. Okay, no problem. No judgment. Lengthening. It needs to feel long, and we need to visualize the lines. Everything else will just come with a little time and not as much as you think. Breathing in. Lengthen. That happened to all of my students. This is why I'm saying it so clearly. Breathing in. Now sit bones to your head, lengthening, lengthening your arms, coming up, slowly, lengthening, lengthening forwards, whatever it is, relaxing, could be here, yes, and when you're here, we now start the exercise from here. If you're here like me, or wherever you are, you start from here. So, the only thing is, you think long from your sit bones through your heels, and you think long, sit bones together, back, okay? And then you lengthen one arm, look into the middle finger, and open. Now, your shoulder blades are parallel, so this is my maximum stretch. Energy through my head, more than anything. Navel in, and coming back. So I'm going for the maximum stretch, energy through the head and through the middle finger, keeping my shoulder blades parallel. And then coming back, oh wow, there's a nice stretch through my arm. This is when I have to do this, lengthening, interesting, and lengthen. And always try to send the energy out of the fingertips. So let's see what's happening this time. Well, it's a lot better. Lengthening, lengthening, lengthening. Was actually a little pain at the beginning. We do one more. And now it seems to be resolved. Lengthening. So if you feel you have, or if you notice a point of tension, always visualize the energy out, and if it's like a point that wants to draw in, try to dissolve it. Yeah, perfect, it's out. Lengthening energy through the head, lots through the head. Try to dissolve it in all directions, yeah, and it should go. Lengthening, and down we go. Okay, and just one more time, stretching out, a little bit of massage for the back. Okay, yeah, legs, very much yesterday, so curious what comes up today. Little toes in line with your hips again, arms next to your body, center line, and your arms are the lines next to the body. Well, I need to be here a little bit more. Okay, so now up into a bridge, lengthening your butt into your knees, and also think of lengthening your front thigh so the energy comes out of your knees. And of course, sit bones head. We've always got our fountain in place. Breathing in and lengthening up. Just lengthen. Really try energy out of your knees and try to see, okay, how are your front thighs doing? Do you need to stretch a bit more? And lower. Okay. That was not a challenge. We now have 3 different variations and you decide what you are doing. Yeah, you can always choose a different variation or take a little break. Breathing in and lengthening up. The idea obviously is to have our hips parallel to the mat or the ceiling. And now I'm lengthening one leg, so lengthening the front side, energy through the back side of the leg, and again the front, lowering, down we go. Breathing in, on the out breath, coming up, and lengthening, and energy through the heel, lengthening. My knees are always relaxed, so that was the first variation. Breathing in. Of course you can take a break in between, yeah? You don't have to do it all just through. Lengthening and up. Always little toe in line with your muscle line or your hips. And flex, and of course sit bone and heel. Now lengthening until the thighs, the front thighs, are in line, yeah? And then bending the leg. Breathing in, ribs together, navel in, up, other leg, alignment, little toe, hip, slight flex, and lengthen, lengthen, lengthen until both front thighs are in line, bending in and lowering. Second variation, now the third one, breathing in, on the out breath, up we go. And lengthening, flexing, and I'm lowering the leg until the front thigh, and now navel, energy through the head, and through the heel to come up again, and of course you can do all this with a bent leg. I'll just show you. I'm sorry I did not mention that before, obviously, going up here. So if what you can do with this, that's fine, as long as you think sit bone and heel in line. Whatever's in between, no problem, okay? So it's totally fine to go with a leg like this. Lengthen, and your knees are always bent anyway, or relaxed, so to say. Lengthening. It's just energy through. It's not about pushing the knee, yeah? That's not what we do, what we want. And gently lower. And just relaxing the center here. Just relaxing. Just relaxing. Okay. Stretching out. Yeah, I really noticed I need to do that. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. Okay. So from here, Hands behind the head, breathing in. I've got my little toes in line with the hips again, yeah, center line in place. Lengthening up. As we did before, breathing in. And now taking the legs in and up. And as before, they can be bent. Just think sit bones, heels. Okay, so if they are here or here, no problem. Navel in, energy out of your toes, out of your head and elbows, and relax. Just relaxing. Okay, one more time. Sit bones to your head, coming up. And lengthen. Lengthen, navel in. Energy out of your toes and in here and lengthen. Great. Okay. One more time. Sit bones to your head, coming up and lengthening up. And now just turn both legs to one side and to the other. That's very, very, very small. Lengthening and lengthening and lengthening and lengthening and lengthening. Very important to keep your hips in place, so it's only turning very slightly, yes. Just through, navel in and sit bones together, fountain that gives us the possibility to move. And we use that again, breathing in, lengthening, coming up with the upper body. And now, separating the legs, keeping the heels together, you're just separating the toes, lengthening and back. So that's the reaffirmation of the upper thighs. Opening, don't do too many, you can always do a little break. The important thing is to really feel that you're drawing your navel in and lengthening, toes out and coming back. One more time and relaxing. Okay, good. Right. Yeah, okay, again, a little bit of massage. And up we go. Good, now next up is on all fours. Little toes in line with your knees and your little fingers, navel in, and really think long, think your spine long and long behind your neck. So just look in between your hands where your fingers, if you draw a line from middle finger to middle finger, this is approximately where you look to have a straight neck, okay? So from here, 90 degrees, front thigh parallel to the floor and your hips are parallel. Just send energy through the heel, through your head and here. Not coming over, it's center. Yeah, other leg, lengthening. Just see where we are, lengthening. Ribs together, hips parallel, energy through the head and the heel. Now we just send the energy, even more energy through, because we want to stretch the leg out or we want to lengthen it. Just see where it gets to. If you can't stretch it out fully, no problem. Lengthen. You just visualize your heel to your in line with your sit bone, coming down and lengthening. Yeah. I don't have a mirror here, so I sometimes look whether I'm correctly placed, lengthening, energy through your heel and your head, lowering, visualize one line from your hip or your muscle line to your little toe and hips, no, and sit bone and heel, if you wanted to say. Okay, we'll repeat this one more time. Parallel, energy through and down. Just send it through the back of the leg. No tension in your knees. And again, and lengthening, lowering, navel in, and bend. Okay, just relax your back, going back, just going back. Lengthen. Okay, one more time, and we just do a little exercise for mobilizing our hip region. I'm surprised that we are doing this after the rest, but this is the interesting thing about my guidance. So, my neck is 90 degrees, and I think long, in, open, and back. So it's like drawing a quarter of a circle with my knee, lengthening, and one more, so it makes 3 all together, and down. Other leg. In, open, and back. In, open, and back. In, open, back, and just go back and relax. Keep it small. Yeah, don't try to make it big. Maintaining the 90 degrees angle is the most important thing in this exercise. So now we go in reverse, meaning in, and then back, and open. And in, really use your abs, lengthen, open, and in, back, draw with your knee, from your knee, and change. In 3 times, back, open, and in, back, open, and in, back, open, and lower. Okay, good. Now we're called to stretch out on the side, really stretch the legs out. So just go with what you can do, don't overdo anything, yeah? Middle finger in line with the ear, the hips and the heels, and then support yourself so that your elbow is in contact with your body, otherwise you might have tension here. If you want to put something underneath or here, like a towel, a little cushion, that's all fine, as long as you feel comfortable, most important thing. And sending energy through, so there's not so much weight on here, you know, this is weight on here, and now lengthening, this is what we want to do. If there's tension here, you can also look down slightly, yeah? Okay, so lengthening here, little toe in line with your hip or muscle line, just checking, and letting go. Breathing in, on the out breath, one more time, lengthening, ribs together, and just letting go, like no effort. And lengthening, energy through the heel, through the fingertips, through the head. Now from here, more through the head, and then you can just turn the entire leg. Just visualize your leg as if it was made of wood or something else that's just like one massive material thing. Lengthening, and one more time, turning out. So we're turning up from the hip, and to have the space we need to send energy through the heel and more than anything through the head. So it's all about the fountain again, yeah, and there should be no strain in the knee, on the knee. Okay, one more time, parallel. Now we're turning the other way around. So we're working our way around the thigh, reaffirmation. Not in, it's lengthening, lengthening, and then turning. And going down. One more time, lengthening and turning in, energy through the head and through the heel. It's like the fountain wants to get destroyed, yeah, but if you lengthen even more, then you can manage to have the fountain working and also to do the turning that we do. Just lengthen once. It's not lifting, that would be like this, yeah, I'm just taking my hand away. It's lengthening. I'm sure you can see the difference. That's what we're doing. Okay, now we do some developpé. No problem for dancers, I know, but if you're not a dancer, don't worry to, you can do it like this. Don't go for height, you don't need it. But people who are in this business, they do need it. Lengthening. So, here we go. Lengthening and stretching. Out. Lengthening the entire body and down we go. One more time. Lengthening. And lengthening, and down we go. And one more time, lengthening, up. And maybe you want to stretch a bit more. It's not pulling your leg towards you, it's out. And I think you may see the difference now. Yeah, I've said it various times, so I'm sorry if I repeat it and you've heard it already, but balance is just the end product of sending energy into different directions at the time. Physical, scientific, law. Nothing about holding, yeah? Okay, so lengthening, I hope you could see that. Lengthening. Lengthening, and now at the end I'm just bending my underneath leg so my foot comes underneath my knee, and then I'm taking my upper body with the biggest possible circular movement up, sitting over both sit bones and gently bending in. Okay, let's see what the other side needs. Middle finger in line with the ear, the hips and the heels. Supporting myself here, elbow is relaxed. If you need some support here or here, yeah, cushion, towel, whatever, that's fine. Or you want to look down, everything's cool. So, if you are in line, yeah, lengthening. Again here. Lengthening, energy through the head and the heel, and just letting it go. Breathe in, and one more time, lengthening. Out, sink the energy through, let's see, are we where we need to be? Yep, and just relaxing, letting go. And one more time, lengthening. And now just energy through the heel, and more than anything through your head, to be able to turn the entire leg as if it was made of wood or some nice material that you visualize for yourself. Breathing in, lengthening, parallel at first, and then turning from the hip, entire leg. Nothing happening with the knee, very, very important. And relaxing. Okay, breathe in. On the out breath, lengthening, parallel again. And now, think of your fountain, because we're turning inwards, working our way here around the upper thigh. So we really need to be in here out there and relax. And it's very normal if it cramps at the beginning, yeah? So, you know, you can give yourself a little bit of a massage and then see, okay, one more time, ready to go. And lengthen here, navel in, energy out of your head, and just let go. Okay, lengthening everything, not about lifting, it's lengthening and releasing. And we'll do that one more time, lengthening through the head, through the toes, sit bones together and releasing. Okay, developpé. As I'm saying, if you don't need that professionally, you can do it here. Yeah, and think long this life. That's all we need. And of course, fountain. The fountain is always part of the movement and the most important part of the movement. And lengthening. And one more time, lengthening the upper body and then lengthening, maintaining the hips parallel forward, so don't do anything. Lengthening and oops, here we go, lengthening, energy through the fingertips, head, toes, navel in, just stretching out, thinking out, yeah, not pushing, thinking and lengthening, and then coming back, bending your underneath leg in. Now, upper body, biggest possible circle, lengthening and relaxing. Okay. Good, well done. Just see how the back is. Yeah. I think I need to move a little bit more energy now. Yep, that's helpful. Do what you need to do. Yeah, so maybe you find it's not helpful to do so much, or you want to give your legs a shake. Mine actually also want to shake. And the arms. Yeah. Full moon is here. Full moon energy is here. Good. Okay. Great. Thank you for participating in today's class, and thank you also for your interest, because I'm so grateful that my channels are now growing. Sorry, I'm really tired. And actually I did not expect that we were doing half an hour. I thought we were doing less, but surprise, surprise. So I hope you enjoyed this very much, as same as I did, and thank you for subscribing, thank you for liking, for sharing, for commenting, and please do so and keep doing it, I wanted to say, so I know how I can help you, because that's what I'm here for, and this is what I want to do. To see more healthy, happy people on this planet, because we need you. Lots and lots of love, and have a beautiful day.